Trinity and Farcross are two EU-funded projects that flirt with the task of improving cross-border electricity interconnections. Trinity is focusing more on southeastern Europe, while Farcross focuses on bringing together the major stakeholders of the entire continent. Together with Alvaro Nofuentes, project coordinator of Trinity, and Anastasis Tzoumpas, technical manager of Farcross, and my guest for this episode, we are going to discuss the similarities and the differences between the two projects, as well as ways that they can collaborate to promote cross-border collaboration in a major scale. Alvaro and Anastasis, thank you very much for being here with me today. Would you please describe in a few words the projects, and let's start with Trinity.
Okay, thank you for having us here. It's a pleasure. And just in a couple of sentences, Trinity is a project that is enhancing the collaboration between the transmission system operators of Southeastern Europe region. And also we are facilitating the integration of the electricity markets whilst increasing the share of renewables in the region. And we are doing so mainly via the development of 4 technical products.
And what about Farcross, Anastasis?
Thank you, Areti, for the invitation. I'm very glad to be here. Farcross is a 4 years project with 32 partners, aiming to facilitate the cross-border flows between countries and also to unlock the capacities of the existing grids. We have 5 demonstrations in 8 countries in the Southeast Europe, and currently we are in the 2nd year of the demonstration.
Alvaro, what would you say are the points that the two projects have in common?
Well, I think that maybe he can correct me, but the main point of both projects is the aim of improving the cross-border flow of electricity in the Southeastern Europe region, but also in the Central European region. And after some talks, we figured out that we have a lot of synergy potential. And together we have developed a common paper in which we show how our technologies are complementary and can facilitate the maximization of cross-border flows in different regions.
You agree, Anastasis?
Yes, it's like what Alvaro said. And we have, for example, a specific demonstration that has a hardware based on modular power flow controllers to unlock capacity and in congested lines and balance the flows. And in parallel, Trinity has a software solution that makes a complementary job, let's say the Sentinel platform, which the combination of both maximizes, we believe that would maximize the benefits for the cross-border lines.
But would you say, Anastasis, that there are also some points where you struggle to connect?
Yes, to be honest, we after the first, let's say, clustering event that we started, let's say, communicate with and see potential points, we have also tried to see other points of interest, for example, in some auction algorithms about cross-border trade, but it looked that the benefits perhaps could not be so much, let's say, attractive, and so we focused on where we have some initial results about an initial analysis that we've done that we think that makes it's a reasonable, let's say, topic to invest more on that.
Alvaro, you agree? You have something to add?
No, I totally agree. I mean, we have explored some other topics, but I mean, this cross-border management of physical flows is the logical point of starting our collaboration.
Now let's go back a little bit to the collaboration between you and the cross-border collaboration specifically that you mentioned, that is basically a focus point of both projects. And right now in Europe, there is a big discussion about cross-border collaborations on various levels. Energy is no exception. What is your take on this conversation, since you are already part of it? Alvaro, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the main contribution that Trinity is doing in that point is, as Anastasis has mentioned, the T-Sentinel toolset, which is this tool that performs power quality checks in close to real time, and also performs redispatching cost sharing, trying to maximize the number of renewables that can flow between the different borders. And this is our main point. I mean, do this technology to enhance this issue.
And for Farcross?
I fully agree with what Alvaro said. These technologies that increase and balances the flow between countries are very important, and we are focusing in both projects. We also focus on the security and the resilience of the grid. So we have also solution, for example, the WAMPAC, the Wide Area Monitoring and Control solution that analyzes the grid status and can provide warnings of various incidents that could affect, let's say, the stability and the security of the grid, and provide valuable information real time to the operators. So yes, we not only the flow control, but also security and resilience, especially in these times that we have also the war in Ukraine, that we have seen that security is a critical, let's say, topic.
Absolutely. You made a good point there with the war in Ukraine, where cross-border collaboration has proved to be difficult, but absolutely necessary. So how difficult is it to unlock resources for the cross-border collaboration flows, given the different rules and regulations in various European members? Let's forget the war for now, that is a problem on its own, and talk about our own rules and regulations that might prohibit us. So would you like to start,
Yes.
Anastasis?
Thank you. In Farcross, we have foreseen this need, and we have a specific work package that deals with harmonization of the network codes and regulation in Europe, since there are gaps between countries. For example, in more than 10% of the countries, we have differences in price convergence in cross-border, let's say, trade. So what we're trying to do is to propose new pathways towards network codes harmonization, and try to take part in the decision-making process when new codes, let's say, are being developed at the EU level.
Mm-hmm. Alvaro, building on what Anastasis said, how can the Commission and local authorities assist?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the main point in which the European Commission can assist is that, of course, promoting this kind of projects, because we do a lot of research that allows to provide meaningful insights to that process. Also, I think that it is very important that the European Commission focus not only on how to, let's say, mobilize these resources, but also to think about what type of resources we want to mobilize. I mean, for solving some adequacy problems or cross-border problems in the region, we need to ensure that the flows of energy are as greener as possible. So we need to mobilize the maximum number of renewable energy units, and for that reason we should perform technology that optimizes these cross-border flows, using as a main optimization variable the green energy. And I guess that the European Commission is, with the last directives that they are promoting, like the REPowerEU or the last emergency regulations within the Republic EU, they are putting the focus on this.
Can we mobilize these renewable energy sources and still have a resilient and safe grid, Anastasis?
I think yes, but the grids are not yet ready for that. So we need to apply innovation in a way that ensures that stability will remain, and tools like the modular power flow controllers or smart software solutions like T-Sentinel from Trinity, or forecast solution that we have, for example, in Farcross, it's called the European platform, could, let's say, help towards this direction.
Alvaro, do you agree?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the main point is to have a green energy electricity system, but as you have said, ensuring the quality of supply. And I mean, all the technologies that we are developing, both in Farcross, in Trinity, and in previous projects like Crossbow, we are ensuring this. I mean, there is no point on for example, increasing the share of renewables if these renewables won't come to the households of the people. So technology and security of supply are, for me, at the more or less the same importance level.
So my last question now, since you mentioned technologies for both of you, and Anastasis, you can start, is which technologies are the ones that are more important and that Farcross is promoting?
In Farcross, we have a few technologies that can support this transition. One is the modular power flow controllers that we have already discussed about it. We also focus on dynamic line rating solution. We focus on the wide area monitoring and control systems, the so-called WAMPAC, and software solution like the European, that is a deep modeling, deep learning prediction tool for the network grid status, as well as novel auction algorithms that facilitate the trade between countries.
Alvaro, same question for you for Trinity.
Yeah, well, I will try to be brief. Our main focus are software solutions to increase the smartness of the country, of the overall grid, and we are developing 4 software products. The first one I already mentioned, the T-Sentinel toolset, which is a tool addressed for the regional security center of the region. Also, we have the T-Coordination platform, which is a tool to facilitate the communication between the different TSOs in the region. Now they are relying on phones or emails. Now they have an adapted platform for doing this. Also, we have a software with different modules to facilitate the market integration in the region, intraday markets, guarantees of origin markets, capacity markets, and also bilateral trading. And finally, we have another software for the RES operators or the RES promoters in order to facilitate their operation and increase the share of renewables in the region.
Alvaro, Anastasis, thank you very much for this interesting conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
And thank you for joining us.